Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld, or I guess I should say now Rimworld Royalty. So we actually kind of knew that something like this was coming a few days ago because there was a pop-up on Steam. It got released early, basically saying that there was a Rimworld DLC available, and of course, it's only just dropped. So we're going to be having a look at this. I'm going to go in almost vanilla with this one for the first time, I think, ever on the channel. We're actually going to be looking at basically vanilla Rimworld, but I have thrown in a few 1.1 compatible mods just to make things a bit more convenient. Things like BetterLoading, CleaningArea, GreenRim, the camera mods, search bars, things that only affect the interface, no actual gameplay or content adding mods. So let's take a look at some of the features here. It's got a little bit of an overview down in the bottom left-hand corner. So the important things to know: earn royal titles, construct luxurious throne rooms and royal chambers, so new furniture, obviously, new structures, new hopefully faction interaction too. Call Imperial Elite troops, very similar to probably the mercenaries for Mlie mod. Bond with unique Imperial battle link weapons, sounds to me like the cybernetics mods, specifically Glitternet. Use new abilities, bind, mind control, nauseate, and induce insanity. So it actually seems like we're getting some control over those psychic powers as well. A little bit of maybe Rim of Magic incorporation there. What I'm thinking this mod is they've taken a look at all the most popular mods, mod packs, overhauls, everything, and they've decided, how can we implement this in a very sort of original Rimworld way? So they've also gone for this sort of pseudo kind of steampunk, futuristic, medieval style to it. Anyway, let's just dive straight in here, and as I said, it's very, very minor, inconsequential mod pack. We're not adding anything that will add any new gameplay elements or anything like that, just basically interface mods and convenience sort of shortcuts, that type of thing. I'm not a coward. We're going full-blown naked brutality. We're going naked brutality. We're going to go merciless. We're going to go reload anytime mode in case of day one crashes, that type of thing. Globe coverage, 30%, that's fine. Small planet size as well, just so we can sort of see everything if there is anything new to offer. What the hell was that? Is that a loading screen? Oh, that's always good news. Now, the big thing that I'm really excited for with this DLC, besides all the additional, actually kind of balanced end-game content, besides all of the balanced bionics and things, I don't want to spoil it too much. There's a lot added by this. But the cool thing is it's got a huge amount of mod support, more than we've ever had before in Rimworld. It has support for multi-version mods, so you don't need to keep going out and looking up, trying to find various different workshop versions of an identical mod if it updates, or if someone else does an unofficial update or anything like that. Those are hopefully going to be in one place. There's also an auto-sort button, which is definitely, I think we can all agree, the biggest problem with Rimworld modding is trying to work out the right load order for it, especially with massive mods. So this is going to be, I think, a massive step for making my life easier. What is this? The Green Dog Bavas, what is that? It's like a new type of, just as a base of one of the factions. I'd love to know what that was. Savage Tribe. Oh, right, so we've got Fierce Tribe, Savage Tribe. Oh, so there's actually distinction between that now. That's quite cool. This whole thing is quite nice. We've got Shattered Empire, High Stellarch, Pisces, Capilogal. Those are the new futuristic ones, and you can sort of earn favor with them, gain access to their technology. Apparently, it's also an endgame victory condition, is basically convincing the Empire, hey, can you get me off of the planet? So where do we want to start, then? To be honest, I'm thinking, given that the Empire is here, we've also got a pirate band and a regular tribe, so we've got potentially allies there, someone we can serve and someone we can fight. The South Island seems like a good shout. Maybe I'll just go for a regular. Obviously, normally I play in, mountains, by a coast for defensive. Although, given that we're playing merciless brutality here, I might go for a slightly more defensible position. Go for this one. We've got coasts. We've got some hills there as well. Let's do that. There is also, don't forget, in this version of Rimworld, a way to actually generate infinite resources. When you use the deep drill now, it'll ping and actually actively generate new stuff for us to go and mine out there. So we no longer need the quarry mod, we no longer need the deep drill mods, or anything that was kind of really horribly overpowered to some extent. And hey, it can't be overpowered if it's in the base game, right? So we're going to play as, today, Omega Fear. Which is just an incredible name to start off with, but of course a reference to our currently kind of dead series because it's updated. I mean, I could roll back the game version, I guess, but it'd be kind of a pain in the ass, obviously, going between the two, constantly rolling back. So I'll put that one on the back burner for the time being. I'll probably have to put an announcement about that somewhere else, a bit more substantial than halfway through the video. We're starting with absolutely nothing. We've got no prohibited work types. We've got major passions and everything, but no skills either. That's always a fun start. I am a little bit concerned by, why have you got 4 social? Oh, they changed what it is to give social? Social +4 from Coma Child. Oh, well, I guess we'll take it then. Actually, to be honest, let's pump up social a little bit more, just to give us the opportunity to try and recruit new people. Right, as it stands right now, if we get hit by a heat wave starting off, we're screwed. Oh, look at this. You can right-click, okay, it gives you little hints, but it also shows you all the mods you've got enabled. Oh, that's quite cool. Now, one thing as well that's quite indicative here, we've got this massive official content box. I'm looking forward to every DLC, instant purchase for me, no question about it. Because, I mean, mods are the big driving factor of Rimworld anyway, right? So to have mods that are balanced and well-designed, I'm into that. Oh, hello. Steel urns. We've got new decorative items here. Wow, look at how simple it is compared to that mod pack we were just playing on, huh? So we've got the Architect tab. Let's just very quickly look through and see what's different. We do have the Allow Tool mod. Sorry, we do have some... The Allow Tool, sorry, isn't actually updated. Oh, look at all this stuff. It's like a load of pillars. It's gone very sort of medieval with things, huh? Very nice. Good decoration. Again, we've got mods that add convenience, so things like Quality Builder, planning mods, but we have no mods that add actively new content. So everything you see that is new here is all base game Rimworld. So that looks the same. We've also got columns, which is quite cool. Holds up a roof. We've had the, structure mods like that previously, so that's quite a nice way to do it. You don't have a massive wall in the middle of your stockpile now. This all looks the same. We've got barricades. Are those basically embrasures? I'd love to check it out, but obviously we have no materials to build it with, so we can't even check right now. We've got tiles. Okay, cool. Construction 6. None of your colonists have the skill required, so we've got a little bit of an extra tooltip there. Poker table, billiards table, and that is basically that. Wow. First things first then, let's build ourselves a base. We've got some coffins ready for us. That's always nice. I think we might as well try and take one of these sort of semi-abandoned buildings. This one's in pretty decent shape if you want to go for that one. Sort of a cave there. Oh, I didn't start on a map with caves, did I? Oh, you fool. Oh, I thought that was a new insect then, but it was just one on top of the other. Right, cool. So we'll, I guess, is this all steel walls as well? Oh, that's a really nice start. Fine, we'll take this building. We'll sort of convert that into a usable building to start off with here. Can we just go ahead and deconstruct that? We'll get a wall down too, but we should probably build it out of wood rather than stone, obviously. Well, Omega, where do we even start with this then, my friend? Priority 1 is done first, priority 4 is done last. Nice little bonus thing there if you're new to the game. Bedrest basic, I'm going to say rearm. Oh, it's even got like... Oh, they've got new little tooltips and everything. That is very cool, I will admit. Although, obviously, for us, for the more experienced Rimworld player, kind of a bit pointless. But for new players, that's a nice little thing to help point that out. I know the priority system, a lot of people have troubles with that. When we've introduced people to the game, they've always struggled with the priority system more than everything else. Butchering, cooking, obviously highest priority there. Hunting, we'll lay off that one for a while. I'm sure we got plenty of berries around. Is it just me, or do the trees look incredibly dense compared to regular Rimworld? There are just trees fucking everywhere. And I don't think we have it. We have no mods that will have adjusted that either. My god, it's so dense. It feels like an actual proper tropical rainforest now. Although maybe tropical rainforest with naked brutality not the best start. We're setting up a very, very basic load order here. I should probably also put a point in mining as well. Actually, we could set that to highest priority and just manually sort of designate the amount we need. Same with plant cutting. That's why I always set that to the highest priority. We can just mark, a single tree rather than a job that they'll just do forever, like something like cleaning, hauling. Generally takes quite a long time. Okay, cool. Let's set up... For the first day, I generally try and push, especially on naked brutality characters, as far as we possibly can. Then the next day, we'll give them some recreation, etc. I'm looking for any other buttons on the toolbar I might have missed here. Oh, the research screen looks slightly different. Oh, we could. Do we want to spoil it and look towards some of the end stuff? I feel like we kind of have to. Harpsichord, piano. Oh, that's kind of cool. Noble apparel, royal apparel is new as well. Let's take a look down here, see what I can spot that is different. Okay, everything looks relatively the same. You can research flat screen televisions. I don't remember if you were able to build those previously. I'm pretty sure you were able to. It's the mega screen ones that you want. Right, so here we go. We've got brain wiring 0 of 1. You need tech blueprints, so I assume, then, this is what you get when you become allied to the new Royal Empire faction. These are the guys that will hopefully provide you with this stuff. That's kind of cool. There are some research locked off unless you can find a way to get it. So I assume you could probably also raid their base and try and grab some stuff. Different types of armor. Oh, wow, there's a lot of new stuff here. Hang on, let's start with the, let's start earlier on. So you've got brain wiring. Prevent blunt sensations like joy or pain. Okay, so joy wires and pain stoppers makes a lot of sense there. And mind screws. What the hell is a mind screw, I wonder? Compact weaponry, elbow blades, hand talons, knee spike. As a big fan of Deus Ex, this is ticking all the boxes for me here. Drill arm, feel hand, power claw. This is how Barnex should be, right? Implants directly into people rather than just ripping off a limb and replacing it with a hyper overpowered manipulation thing. That's very cool. Different types of armor then is the next thing standing out to me here. We've got Recon Armor. This is nice because it fits that kind of niche where, for your workers, you want them to be armored, but you also don't want them to be incredibly slowed down by the really, really heavy marine armor. Then after that, we've got Cataphracts armor. Oh, look at that. That looks very, very similar to the advanced marine armor added by the vanilla expanded mods. We've got Barnet replacements, artificial metabolism, so different types of stomach. What is that one? Detoxifier? I wonder if that prevents things like food poisoning, or might even allow you to take drugs without the negative side effects, perhaps. So we've got different types of skin hardening there. There's a lot to see. Love enhancer, aesthetic nose, aesthetic shaper, molecular analysis. Wow, look at all this stuff. Holy shit. And then finally, we've got, at the very, very end of the research tree, you've got your You've got your spaceship. I kind of like the way that's laid out now, where it very much emphasizes the fact that that is the end game stuff right at the end there, spread out towards that. We've got a couple of extra buttons. We've got the history tab, which just has a new... although the messages looks different. That's quite cool. More obviously being able to pin messages there. We've got some stats about the colony. That's quite nice. And all the different faction screens, slightly different. I do like the enemy tab and making the faction icons a lot clearer. That's kind of cool, because it was always quite difficult to remember, you know, who the hell is the Empire of Dinhiram or whatever. That does make it look a lot more straightforward. And that's basically it. We've got some extra buttons down here, though. These are most likely added by our mods rather than everything else. Visibility of terrain affordance. Oh, wow. That's very useful. Okay, cool. So basically places where you could build. So these ones, I assume, is where you can do medium buildings, light buildings, or that might even be no buildings at all. And then you've got, of course, the straight up ocean there. Nice. Okay. Let's get on with it then. That's enough looking at some of the features. I'm pretty sure we know how Rimworld works at this stage, huh? So let's get you immediately working on the structure. Emphasize comfort early on is always quite a nice thing. We'll get down some very early growing zones, so we won't worry about power too much. Oh, look at that. The growing zone overlay looks slightly more opaque than it used to be. I know it's like the least important thing in the world to point out. New crops. Oh, we're not playing with... Oh, this is quite nice, though. We're not playing with, of course, our Dubsmith menus mod, which I do like quite a lot, but this is still more than sufficient. Looking for, like, new crops or anything like that. Nothing to see right now. Let's go for rice plants then, just quickly to start off with. Nice, easy starting crop there. The hell did I miss that? Drapes, braziers. Oh, braziers obviously quite a nice early game lighting solution. Thrones, Grand Thrones. We do have wall lights, so we'll admit the wall light mod is obviously one of those mods that adds some extra stuff there. Large, Stella, Steel. I have no idea how you say that in hindsight. Grand. Okay, what do those do? A tower... Still has been used in ancient times to memorize individuals, battles, and other important events. Could that be, potentially, the very similar to the colonist statue mod? So maybe a way to customize it, perhaps? I'm not entirely sure. I think we've seen everything new there, then. And obviously, we've got the new tiles. But how the hell did I miss that? Maybe it took a while to load in. No idea. Other thing as well that bears pointing out, have a listen to the background here. So there is a new soundtrack that comes with this too. That was actually advertised on the store page, that it comes with a brand new soundtrack. It does sound very much Rimworld. You probably wouldn't even know if you hadn't played too much of the game previously. Always a fantastic start. This is probably playing with no skills starting off with, but I mean, the construction skill is going up so incredibly fast here. Right, there we are. Very nice. And then let's get this wooden door down as well. Done. There's one bedroom right there. We might as well... I'm going to keep them awake just a little bit longer to finish off the work area. So that force button added by the actor mod, that's nothing to do with the new base game Rimworld or anything like that. There we go. Oh, you missed a single block, you fool. Oh, come on, we can get that one done. There we are. Okay, problem solved. No, still not. There we are. So with the actor mod, if they are below a certain mood, they won't actually go and they won't carry on working to the point where they will just have a mental breakdown and not be able to carry on there. Very nice. Ooh, that's convenient as well. I was actually trying to listen out for that, but animals that are hunted passively out in the wild, we'll go and grab the bodies so that we've actually got something to eat for the next few days. Speaking of which, we do have starvation going on right now, so let's see if we can find ourselves some berries lying around somewhere. Yeah, good luck finding it in this. There we are. Okay, right. Let's go and grab some of these. I know it's not going to be too much. It's also kind of a risky crop to start off with here. We don't want to risk food poisoning right off the bat, but I believe in you, Omega. It's also a new hair. I will admit, I don't remember too many of the base game Rimworld hairs because I don't really care too much about what the colonists look like. At the end of the day, they're all going to die the same. But let's just adjust this very quickly. Let's give you let's give you a few more hours of sleep. So let's do that, and then let's go a couple of hours of rec as well. I mean, that gives him maybe a little bit too much sleep. You know, we could go a little bit harder than that. There we are. What basic recreation can we even build? I mean, just the horseshoes pin? Oh, look at that. They've added it so you can interact with it from any side, rather than previously it was just the top angle, essentially. I guess we better build that outside then. There you go. Also, building it outside also gives you the bonus of fulfilling their rec outdoors, which I rarely do. I always build it in the house for safety, but hey, we might as well try and min-max things a little bit more than I normally do, huh? I'm going to go ahead and set just a blanket harvest all on these berry bushes. Let's also go and get you to harvest some of those as well. It's good for building up immediate plant skill, which he definitely does not have. We'll haul some of those back. Very nice. There we go. We've even got breakfast and probably food poisoning too, because this is not a great solution to this, I'll be honest with you. Malnutrition did start to set in there. I'm going to try and push him maybe a little further than I normally would because of the implications. Otherwise, new DLC immediately failed the first campaign. Visitors, hello. From Isto. Oh, that's quite nice. You actually get to see the colonies basically get a dedicated color as well. So you guys are the tribe, right? Villager of Isto, welcome. What we got going for you? Oh, and it does show their faction there as well. Civil Outlander Union. How did you get here? I thought we were on an... So that is another thing, of course, about Rimworld. They will just, it doesn't matter. Like, the AI is not stopped by ocean or anything like that. As long as they can physically access your base, they'll find a way to get here. Right, so we've got ourselves plenty of food now. That was, I still think, kind of the right idea. Should have probably finished our little rice farm. You know what? Actually, go for recreation. My God. If we don't go for recreation, this poor guy's going to go insane. Or sleep. Or sleep. Sleep also works. I suppose I better let him have a couple of hours of rec when he wakes up instead. You know what? Let's do something like that. That seems okay. Just to ensure, because again, if we get a mental break and he doesn't get enough food and say starves as he's wandering around in sadness or something like that, not going to be a good look for the channel. But it did hint quite heavily of obviously there being an end game victory condition where you make friends with, oh my God, thank you, the cowering count. So the new quest system looks really, really cool. So instead of the previous way where you would just get something marked on your map, now you can actually actively, oh, you have to accept it too. Look at this. He's being followed by an angry squirrel. He only wanted to see the landscape on a quick walk and never expected such a deadly threat. Wanted to keep him safe at Colony for a few hours. I assume Colony being our colony. Of course, we haven't named it yet, so you're supposed to name it when you get a few people, but we don't have anything. If we do it, he will bestow 8 royal favor on us. It's enough to accept the royal title of yeoman and the benefits that come with it, including a cyclic amplifier that gives psychic abilities. Say no more. Say no more. I'm absolutely in. Justin joins. Here he is. Join me, my friend. Oh, so he actually turns up at our base. It's like being chased by, oh, look at the new trait screen as well, by the way. This, I should also point out, the interface down here is the Rim HUD mod. Look at this. What is it? Abilities. Hello. Oh my God, they've got a full-blown, it is like Rim of Magic. Holy shit, this is cool. Teleport to the target, okay. Cyclically focus, okay, let's take this very slowly. So we've got to keep him safe for 3 hours from the angry squirrel. That will give us a royal title. So we've got psychic entropy. Increases after performing a psycast. Going over a safe limit can have long-term health consequences. Okay. So, oh, rather than it being a mana bar, you've got a cooldown instead. That's quite cool. That's quite a cool idea, because if you do get desperate in that case, you can force them to go a little bit further, but obviously with the health implications that come with that, I really like that design. Right, so these, I guess this is how we activate the abilities, we just click them, right? Or maybe we have to draft them up. Oh, there we go. Holy shit, wow, this does feel like a mod. This barely even feels like base game Rimworld. Slow the target for a short time by suppressing motor activity in the brain, right? Blinding Pulse is a level 2 ability there, or maybe that's just level 2, maybe he's more skilled at that one. Induce noise in the visual centers of the brain, obscuring vision for everyone near the target point. Chaos Skip. Entropy gain of 18, right? So that's basically your mana usage if you want to look at it like that. They are all hotkeyed as well. Teleport the target to a random position near where he started. We've got Focus. Focus the target's mind, boosting their sight, hearing, and moving capabilities. Mass Chaos Skip. Skip everyone near a target point to a random location nearby. Scatter your enemies, basically. If you get drop pods, I can see that being massively useful. I will also take a wild punt that everybody is going to get this quest as an introduction to the psychic system. I imagine that's just going to be true. I think you're probably going to see this guy in every Rimworld game from now on, let's put it that way. It's a good introduction as well to the Empire system, you know, because it's teaching us about royal favor, giving us access to those royal ranks. I think that's quite a cool combo. Justin, join me. Flee from the mad squirrel, Justin. Oh God, here it is. The angry squirrel has come to get Justin Mavronis. While it's weak, it does appear to be highly motivated. While there's also some food for us there as well. And to be honest, they might attack the other faction we've got here will probably deal with that on our behalf. Let's get him going back to the home base. Should also point out that the speed mod is another thing we've got there. You can always pause at the start of the video if you want to see. Like I said, it's just mostly convenient mods, no new content mods. Yep, they have dealt with that squirrel fairly handily, thank you. You know what? We will eat it as revenge. Welcome, Justin. So he's just part of the colony for a couple of days, and I did say on his tab, departing on a shuttle in 0.9 hours, that's quite cool, because there are a lot of mods, you know, like the Tenants mods and Orion's Hospitality mod especially, that can use systems like this to help you keep track a lot easier of the characters in your colony. I also really like a lot of this new interface design. This is very cool. Wow. So we should really test out some of these while we've got this guy in our base, huh? Slow the target for a time. I mean, we should have really used that on the squirrel. I think that was kind of the implication. He's also wearing some new gear here as well. Steel crown, excellent, but that's locked. So, oh, this is a cool system. So I honestly think the Tenants mod and Orion's Hospitality is really going to be able to use this quite effectively. Now, I imagine the reason why the system already exists is not for guys like this, for temporary tenants to a colony, probably for the mercenaries that it hinted that you could hiring. So that could be really interesting to see. Oh, and you could also, if things are more psychically sensitive, they're more, wow. So psychic sensitive characters, I guess, are both stronger at psychic abilities, I would hope, Otherwise, they become really, really weak now in the sense that they are highly targetable by... Oh my god, are we going to chaos skip this rat? What's the most powerful ability? Mass chaos skip. We could just target it here and watch everybody... Bloop. Oh, there they go. That's really cool. And it stuns them as well. Actually, against raiders, that's a very, very, very powerful system. Why don't we cast Berserk on this rat too? Did it work? It has definitely worked. Justin, you've traded your squirrel for a rat, my friend. That was probably a bad plan. What else can we do here? So I'm boosting their sight here and movement capabilities. Burden. Slow the target for a time. It's 8 mana too, so we're not going to quite overload his psychic entropy there. Oh god, run. Omega, can you come and get this club? Why have I done this? Oh no. There we go. Okay, get out there and save Justin. We want to become a royal yeoman. Kill that rat. Kill him dead. Please kill the rat. That was a hell of a showdown. An action-packed first episode of Rimworld. I'm really loving some of these new mechanics already. I can really see how they're going to be applied to the... When it says shuttle arrived... Oh, look! There's an actual damn shuttle. Wow, okay, there's a lot... This is going to really revolutionize modding. I'm really looking forward to seeing what people do with this. Right, get in your shuttle, and then do we send? We've done it. Freeholder title gained. Omega received the title of Freeholder from the Empire of Oki. If he dies, the title will be inherited by Bud Kane. Bud Kane is a member of the Empire of Orkney. A new heir can be chosen by... Oh, look at that. Wow. That's really cool. So you essentially removes the need for colony leader mods. Very cool. We've received the title of Yeoman as well. We're allowed to use Psychic Amplifier ×1. He received the following things by Transport Pod. Psychic Amplifier. Have we just given our first guy psychic abilities? That seems awesome. You've successfully completed the quest, The Cowering Count. Wow. There it is. Can we just use that? Install. And now we have the stun ability. Oh, there are other psychic abilities too? Holy shit. Maybe they'll just learn it passively by leveling up. I have no idea what that... Whoa, holy shit. Disrupt the motor function in target's brain, preventing any movement. If we're getting hunted by things, we stun it, we flee. This seems like the ultimate first ability to get for Naked Brutality. I'm actually genuinely so impressed by this already. Very cool. And you got to give credit to the Rimworld devs here. The tutorial that they've added with this, the whole angry squirrel thing, everything, it's so good. Like, it fits so naturally into the gameplay here. Imagine how long it would have taken me to work all this stuff out if I'd just had to stumble across it naturally. Food is okay for a little bit. Obviously, we've got a little bit of rice plants there, but more importantly, we've got plenty of wood. So I'm thinking, let's turn this base into a base of... Oh, we don't have the replace mod. Oh, God, this is genuinely going to take me quite a while to get used to base game Rimworld again. Let's turn this place into a bit more of a luxurious base rather than a complete dump, to be honest. Right, let's get a couple of those down. I'll probably just go ahead and mine these things out. It's quicker than trying to smooth it at the end of the day. So when he wakes up, that'll be our next priority. Actually, we'll finish off the rice sowing first. Then we'll work on that. After we've got a decent bedroom, nice and comfortable, you know, a table to eat off of, some basic necessities, then we'll focus on trying to get some power online. Oh no, this is going to take so long. My god. Okay, well, the skills he's gaining is obviously so incredibly fast. Of course, starting with Double Passion is quite powerful in the sense that it does give you the Burning Passion for a Work mood modifier. As long as they're working, they're happy. But bear in mind, it seems a little counterintuitive that when they start Recreation, they become less happy. But hey, that's... Oh, hello. Clothes? That'd be really nice. What have we got? Psychic Tea. I mean, it kind of works. You have to be a bit careful about how we use this. We've got Heat Stroke. Whoa, is it really that warm? 37... Okay, passive cooler then. Can we build passive coolers at this stage? Oh, thank God. Okay, let's get a passive cooler down. Sorry, forget about getting that Psychic Tea. Let's get you back here to save your life, ideally. Please run. Passive cooler is not going to cool it massively, but I guess it's better than nothing right now. 36, 35. Maybe finish the wall there, champ. There we go. Okay. 30 degrees. Oh, that's so much better. Right, we might have just saved our life building that. Praying? Oh, I wonder what he was doing then. I thought he was stuck or something like that. Still got a couple of days left of food. Again, berries are not the best thing to rely on because of the food poisoning chance that we haven't actually seen any yet. I wonder if they've adjusted it somewhat for survival-style scenarios like this. Let's get this other wall mined out. We'll replace all of this with wood, and then we'll get the last bit finished here. Maybe even put down some very basic wooden floors so he's not walking on stone. That should keep him in a pretty decent mood. It'll count as a half-decent bedroom. And, of course, look, we've got all these... Oh, wow. That's quite a nice little feature. I didn't even notice that. So it actually shows a... used to obviously open up the beauty overview or the room overview there as well, room stats, to see what it's got. But now you can just click on any piece of furniture. That's going to make it a lot easier because, I'll be honest, I ignore that 90% of the time. I just do the usual stuff, fill it with furniture, fill it with plant pots, give them a nice floor. That's generally enough. But now we can actually see what the direct cause of them being unhappy are. He's working so much faster. Was it the heat stroke that was slowing him down, or is it... I genuinely feel like they've made the skill gain insanely fast compared to what it used to be previously. This might have been a little bit of an overpowered start and I hadn't even realized it. Well, the raids will put us in place. Don't worry about that. And that'll give us, obviously, ample opportunity to test out the... Speaking of which, the psychic powers. I like that it tells you who's attacking you. Austin McKinley with his knife. Naked man with a club versus guy in a cowboy hat with a knife. Well, let's get him to finish the last of these wars. Although there might not be much point, given that we're probably going to die. Where is he? Oh, God, it's going to be so difficult to see him on the map. Where are you, my friend? Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's all the way down there. He's not actually coming for us. Well, let's get the drop on him, then. I'm not just going to sleep and wait for him to knock down our bedroom door and stab us while we're asleep. Stun? That's quite cool, you got to admit. Now, if you look as well, beneath there... I wonder what that was. I thought it was trying to show that... we had it on the last guy that was obviously a temporary guest. I thought it was to imply that he was, you know, a temporary guest or something like that. But no, that is actually their psychic power bar. Let's get up there and... Okay, come on. Let's... right, stun. Get in there. Melee attack. Oh, God, we've immediately been stabbed. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Stun? Please. Please. Okay, well, thank you for watching. That was an incredible first start to the... Why did I say that? Why did I say that? Oh, this might be an extremely overpowered start. Yeah, good one. Good one. Incredible. Well, hey, look, we've learned some of the new mechanics. We've seen the new furniture. To be honest, I think we've learned probably a handful of the new mechanics there. Probably the lion's share in that very small event. That's why I said it's a very, very effective teacher tool. God damn it. How did I mess this up so badly to start off with? Unbelievable. I can't believe that. Okay, well, never mind. We'll start... I'm very much committed to doing a proper full playthrough of this. We are going to start that again. We're going to start again, exactly the same starting scenario. I know what I've got to prioritize now, that being ranged weapons. This seems cool. I'm very much into this. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We will stick with this for a while. I'll put up an announcement somewhere saying that the other series we were doing will be put on the back burner for a little bit. Holy shit, wow. I've got a lot to learn about base game Rimworld again, huh? Thank you to the insane top tier level patrons for making this series possible in the first place. A big shout out to Odie, Zetlock, Paul, Skaz, Pelvis Presley, Valadradine, Somnus, Gogolus, Scott, Northern Bear, Sunikiriso, Crosis, Anthony Golly, and everyone else at the insane tier levels on Patreon as well. Big shout out to these guys. Thank you for going to those highest levels to ensure the channel's survival, unlike poor Omega, who... like me with YouTube, oh god, am I allowed to say this? Got stabbed and left for dead? No, I can't say that. They're going to sue me. Thank you as well to the following patrons, including Cody Cope, Mr. Awesome, Sweetie, Corgi Circus, Kevin Saunders, Buen Gun, Manuel Bosic, Choma, Justin Rules, BetterMismatch, Luana Thomas, Callum McLeod, Night Rouge, Cogsell, Genji Zerka, Better Valerian, Emerald Beam, Fat Joe, Izato, and everyone else over at Patreon too. And thank you at home for watching. So fucking annoyed by that.